Okay, I'm going to go talk today about how to fix this plug so it works correctly. There's been a lot of discussions on the forums, and it's frustrating because it's stuck on release or firmware 923, and it no longer works correctly. You can't get it to turn on or turn off, and the whole problem is Samsung just has not bothered to fix the bug. It's related to the app. The app has been updated recently, and it will work with the old app, but not the new app. So what you're going to have to do is sideload the older app onto your phone, do the firmware update, and then you can go back to the newer app and everything will work fine. So I'm going to go through the steps on how to get that done. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is prepare your device for sideloading. So if you've never sideloaded before, you're going to pull down your notification bar twice and then hit the gear button in the lower right corner. Then go to Apps and Notifications, the orange button there. Press the Advanced button on the bottom. Slide all the way down to Special App Access. Again, slide all the way down and look for Install Unknown Apps, 4 from the bottom. In my case, I turned it on, but you need to allow Chrome to do sideloads. So make sure that says allowed there. Then back out, get back to your main menu. Now you're going to bring up Chrome. You're going to do a Google search, and you want to search for SmartThings 1.7.44-21. I'm on the site already. And the site you want to look for is right up here, apkmirror.com. I would recommend getting it from that site. That's a known good source to get older APKs, and it shouldn't have any Trojans getting it from this site. Some other sites are not quite so good at scanning these APKs, so you don't know what's possibly in them. But you want to install the app from here. All right. Once the app is installed, downloaded and installed, then you would launch the app. You come over to SmartThings. Let's get back to the main menu. In my case, the firmware update prompt would not display. I could not get it to do the prompt to display it. I had to remove the device, so you may or may not have to remove it. You could try it first, but if it doesn't offer the prompt to do the firmware update, remove the device, re-add the device into your network, then go into the device, and almost immediately you should get a dialog box that says Update Firmware. At that point, select the firmware. The device has an LED on it. It goes red. When it goes red, it's updating the firmware. It takes about a minute to update the firmware, and during that minute, you do not want to unplug the device. Leave it plugged into the wall. Don't touch it. Once it goes back to a green light, you want to back out of this. It doesn't recognize the new firmware yet. So back out, go back into it, hit the 3 dots in the upper right corner, pick Information, and it should say firmware version 1281. That resolved all of my issues. This thing was not working at all with the 923 release. But with the 1281 release, it's working as expected.